I really like what Apple is doing with the iOS 9 for the iPad. I like the new multitasking with a split view and also the slide over feature. And no, it's not the same gimmicky thing that Samsung has done for their Galaxy devices. It's not the same split screen view, it's not the same multitasking and so on. And the biggest difference between what Samsung are doing for multitasking and split view and what Apple is doing for the iPad with multitasking and split view is that Apple has released an API for this. And that means that we will have a lot of apps that support the new multitasking features and split view and slide over. And Samsung only has that for their own apps on their own devices. So it's a very small ecosystem, and Apple has an incredible large ecosystem. So that's the biggest difference between what Samsung are doing and what Apple is doing. And personally, I'm sure that these new multitasking features for the iPad will make it even easier and more fun to create content on the iPad and be more productive on the iPad than it is today. I am living in the post-PC era, as you know, and I love creating content on my iPad Air 2, but these new features will make it even easier because I can drag content between two apps on the same screen, open on the same display at the same time. So that will make it so easy. I can drag links into editorial or a blog, for example, and I can do so much more things with these new multitasking features. But you need to know that you need to have an iPad Air 2 or one of the new coming iPads this fall to use the split view feature, because you need that processor power and that RAM to use such a powerful feature. But all iPads can use the new slide over feature, at least the latest iPads. So you can use the slide over feature that you can slide in an app in a column at the right of your display on the iPad. That feature you can use on a more new, the latest iPads. But the split view feature, you need to have the iPad Air 2 or one of the coming new iPads. And once again, it seems that many people believe that you can use the touchpad feature while tapping on two fingers only on the Apple keyboard, but that's not true, because I have been using it on SwiftKey keyboard, I've been using it on Flexi keyboard. It's actually, the feature is built into iOS 9 and not into the keyboard. So by tapping on the display with two fingers, then you can use the whole display for these new touchpad features where you can scroll the cursor in the text, for example, and select text and so on. So you don't have to use it down below on the new Apple keyboard. You can do it anywhere on the display. So I can hardly wait for the final version of iOS 9, because I don't think the beta 1 version is worth using, because you have a huge battery drain in that beta version. So I will wait for the final release of iOS 9 before I install it on my main machine, my iPad Air 2. So I can hardly wait for Apple to release it this fall. Okay, bye!